The House of Representative Committee on Anti-Corruption has expressed readiness to partner with international organizations to tackle corruption in Nigeria. This was disclosed at the inaugural meeting of the Anti-Corruption Committee at the National Assembly Complex in Abuja, Nigeria's capital city. The chairman of the committee, Honorable Kayode Akiolu, during his inaugural speech, assures his committee members of inclusion as all members will be carried along in all the activities of the committee.
In collaboration with the CSOs and international organizations to enhance our fight against corruption, the committee will host collaborative meetings to get citizens' feedback through organized actions by CSOs and international organizations. This event will promote meaningful discussion, knowledge sharing, and collaboration. We will begin with one-on-one visit to international and national organizations, establishing connections, exploring areas of cooperation. These activities will align with our secondary jurisdiction of developing programs to address violation of conduct or laws. The meeting with CSO will help us discuss strategies and explore collaboration to combat corruption effectively. 2. Anti-Corruption Committee Retreat, Orientation and Training Program. I am proposing organizing a retreat specifically designed for the Anti-Corruption Committee. The main objective of this retreat is to provide committee members with a comprehensive understanding of the anti-corruption policies, practice, and the challenges associated with them. I am delighted to inform you that we have already prepared the necessary concept and letters to engage relevant institutions for this purpose. We intend to collaborate with institutions such as National Institution for Legislative and Democratic Studies, NILDS, as well as our line institutions, including the Independent Corrupt Practices and other related commissions, the Code of Conduct Bureau, and the Tribunal. Their participation will greatly enhance the effectiveness of the retreat. The retreat will span 2 to 3 days in any state, during which we will engage various orientation and training activities in January in any state that is willing to host the committee and the secretariat, as well as its facilitators. These activities will equip committee members with the knowledge and skill needed to address corruption effectively. One of the key outcomes of the program will be the development of committee work plan that aligns with our long-term goals and inform our strategy plans. This work plan will serve as a roadmap for our future anti-corruption initiatives and ensure that we stay focused on our activities, on achieving our objective. 3, overseeing anti-corruption efforts. Conducting site visits to anti-corruption agencies is an important step in monitoring, evaluating their efforts in mitigating corruption. This visit allows for a direct observation of their practices, procedure, and system in place to combat corruption. By physically being present at this institution, we can assess the implementation of the anti-corruption measures, identify areas that require improvement. Site visit provides a comprehensive evaluation of the agency's effort and help ensure accountability and transparency in anti-corruption endeavor. By verifying the effectiveness of the measures through first-hand assessment, we can identify any potential gap or area of concern. This allows us to provide targeted recommendations, support to enhance the anti-corruption initiative. Overall, conducting regular visits to anti-corruption agencies is a valuable approach to monitor, evaluate their efforts in mitigating corruption. It enables us to assess their practice system, ensure accountability, and provide support for continuous improvement in their fight against corruption. Number 4, regional sitting town hall meeting. Hosting regional town hall events engages citizens in legislative process, ensuring inclusive and representative anti-corruption efforts. This event provides a platform for open discussion where citizens share their insights, shaping effective policies by prioritizing inclusivity, accessibility, diverse committee voice ahead, fostering transparency and accountability. online participation enhances inclusivity. Ultimately, the citizen drive approach strengthens anti-corruption measures, creating a more representative framework for combating corruption in Nigeria.
Other members pledged their commitment in ensuring the smooth running and activities of the committee.
Mr. Chairman, we have listened to your remark and it is quite impressive. There are a few points that you raised here, but one I am particularly interested in. You did mention that there will be international exchange programs for knowledge sharing. Mr. Chairman, I would like you to really intensify efforts to see that this is realized and actualized, because Nigeria is a country that is still growing. Most of our ways, the things that we do here, I'm not saying that we are not doing well, but at some point, antiquated ways has to be dropped, innovations and all that has to be adopted. I would just like to ask, Mr. Chairman, if some of these CSOs that we are to interact with, CSOs of different security agencies, will also participate in these international exchange programs so as to update consistently their ways as regards to fighting different means to fight corruption. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Comprehensive message. I think you have really have captured the essence why we are here, and it's important that we want to add our voice to say thank you for this visionary approach. We are 100% with you, and we will want to synergize to ensure that we accomplish all that you have said. Of most important, I want to say that mitigations and prevention against crimes and violations is very, very critical. Most times, it's important that this is emphasized because in establishing an accountability framework, if we look at in terms of prevention and mitigation, it's far better than even resources that will be put in trying to retrieve what has been taken. So I want to emphasize that this approach that you bring on board should be the critical direction and pathway that we will follow. Resources, experiences, human resources should be put in place to ensure that we have a very strong, robust prevention and mitigation structure in place so that we can have country that everybody will call ours. A country whereby everybody can have what belongs to all of us and we'll be able to live happily and impact positively. Thank you, and God bless you, sir.
This committee. This committee happened to be one of the committee that we seriously needed in this country as at this current situation we find ourselves. But if we look at what is happening in the country today, the pain of development and the rest, and the crime rate and everything that we are facing in the country today, all centered on corruptions and the rest, which this country is out to fight in collaboration with all the agencies that are saddled with the resource share responsibilities. And one area I will only like to point out is the issue of collaboration among the agencies, most especially the National Orientation Agency. So if all these anti-corruption agencies could collaborate with that particular agency for dissemination of information to the grassroots and sensitization of the upcoming youth against such corrupt activities, I believe it will go a long way in helping this committee to achieve the set goal. Thank you, sir.
I must commend you for all that you have done to prepare us for this journey. I consider myself, and I believe others should also consider themselves lucky to be a member of this committee, because I believe if this country is really going to move forward, this committee must do the needful. So for that, I want to thank you. And to build on what Honorable Fatova has just said, I think the organization of a retreat for this committee, I think is very, very important. We have to be well equipped, every member of this committee, for the battle ahead of us. So if we have to be equipped, we have to really take this retreat very seriously, and so that we can be well equipped. So I thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Mercy Adi, News 24.